neon's dead at the Silver Star, and the cab stands cold and wet. I still got the smell of the cheap cigar and the sweat on my collar, but I ain't finished yet. You walked out when the band stopped playing, left me standing in the alley light. I was too proud to tell you to stay. Now I'm paying for my pride tonight. I watched the yellow cab slide through the slush on the avenue, thinking about the bitter words we traded when the set was through. But if you're gone for good this time, don't leave me guessing in the dark. Just leave the motel key on the dresser, right next to the spark. You'll find my final confession, where the cardboard's torn and split, just a faded pawn ticket folded tight inside a blue light matchbook spit. 40 years of singing the blues, and I still don't know the words to save my soul. I can hold a crowd in the palm of my hand, but I can't keep a good woman whole. You said I love the microphone more than I ever loved your touch. Maybe you were right, babe. Maybe my silence just cost too damn much. Now the tavern door is chained, and the lock is frozen to the bone, and I'm too stubborn to call your name, but too weak to go home alone. But if you're gone for good this time, don't leave me guessing in the dark. Just leave the motel key on the dresser, right next to the spark. You'll find my final confession, where the cardboard's torn and split, just a faded pawn ticket folded tight inside a blue light matchbook spit. That pawn ticket's for the silver ring I bought you in Detroit back in '69. I had to hock it just to pay the rent, pretending everything was fine. I won't beg you to come back, and I won't say that I was wrong. We both know we're too old for endings that drag on too long. The muted trumpet down the block is crying for what we couldn't keep. No, I won't forgive the things you said, and you won't forget the way I lied. Just drop the key, leave it on the dresser, let the cold wind take the rest of our pride. Just that pawn ticket in the matchbook, and the street lights turning gray. 3 a.m. fair crossing the river, meter ticking like a slow heart, dispatch coughing static through the radio, my hands keeping time on the wheel. Laundromat glowing yellow on Cermak, one woman folding a uniform. She don't see me, I don't wave, but I count her quarters from the curb. And the bus brakes sigh like a tired horn line, wheezing out a chord I've been holding too long. Lord, I won't beg, but I take a little kindness, some mercy I don't have to name in a song, some mercy I don't have to name in a song. Morning before I leave, I'm parked in the hospital lot, styrofoam cup gone burnt and bitter, watching the shift change shuffle through the doors. My sister's upstairs on the 7th floor. I've been every floor but 7. Routine is the only prayer I trust. My hands know where to go. And the bus brakes sigh like a tired horn line, wheezing out a chord I've been holding too long. Lord, I won't beg, but I take a little kindness, some mercy I don't have to name in the song. Slide guitar, answer me back now. Tell him I ain't asking, I'm just driving. Tell him the fare always pays itself, long as you keep your foot light on the brake. Sun coming up over the south side, like it owes nobody a thing. I rinse the cup, I straighten the mirror, I tip my cap to the meter. Whatever falls apart today, I'll have already buttoned my coat. Whatever I lose, I'm gonna lose it polite. And the bus brakes sigh like a tired horn line, wheezing out a chord I've been holding too long. Lord, I won't beg, but I take a little kindness, some mercy I don't have to name in a song. Who drinks the hospital coffee when I'm gone? Who drinks the hospital coffee when I'm gone? I won't ask, I won't ask, I won't ask out loud. I just drive on, baby, I just drive on. Broom on the tile, 2:15. Jukebox humming a tune we used to choose. Phone on the bar with the ringer turned high, waiting on a voice that ain't gonna try. Keep the matchbook clear, the one from Lake and Vine. River fogs hide in the bridge lights tonight, and I'm doing fine, doing fine. Southside stairwell, hall lights been dead. Climbed up those steps with your name in my head. I sweep the same circle, I wipe the same glass. Grief wears a uniform, learns how to pass. Keep the matchbook clear, your thumbprint still on the spine. River fogs hide in the bridge lights tonight. I almost understand, almost understand. You said you'd call by 11. It's nearly the morning train. I ain't mad, I ain't pleading, I just learned the shape of your name. Some folks confess to a father, me, I confess to the floor. Sweeping a quiet acceptance out from under the door. The regulars are left, the ice melted slow. Clock on the wall took its time letting go. I lined up the bottles like soldiers in pews, dusted the records, played none of the blues. Keep the matchbook clear, wherever the wind set you down. River fogs hide in the bridge lights tonight, and the city don't make a sound. Keep the matchbook clear, keep the matchbook please. I ain't asking you back, I'm just naming the piece. Just naming the piece, baby. Just naming the piece. I live above the pawn shop, where my old Gibson sleeps. These fingers still remember every chord, but none of the receipts. 2 a.m. the laundromat is humming like a chapel made of light. I fold my one good shirt and watch the dryer spin the night. She left a motel key inside my mailbox. No return address, no note. Just the plastic tag still warm, like something caught inside her throat. Bus brakes sigh outside like a tired horn line fading down the block. I forgive you, but I ain't turning back the lock. Bus brakes sigh and I just stand here with my hands inside my coat. I forgive you all the way, but you can't come back through that door. The fluorescent buzz is steady, keeps me company, keeps me straight. I remember how she'd harmonize with anything, even being late. I answer my own questions now, call and response with the walls. Did she think that key would open something? No, it only stalls. 30 years of fretboard calluses, and I still can't grip the truth. Forgiveness ain't a welcome mat, it's just releasing what was used. Bus brakes sigh outside like a tired horn line fading down the block. I forgive you, but I ain't turning back the lock. Bus brakes sigh and I just stand here, pressing wrinkles from my soul. I forgive you all the way, but that don't mean I make you whole. Closing time, the attendant kills the lights, row by row. I pocket that motel key like a stone I'll never throw. Some debts you cancel quiet, no ceremony, no parade. You just set the ledger down and let the silence be repaid. Walk home slow beneath the L tracks, brush snare of my boot heels on the grate. The pawn shop window shows my Gibson gathering its patient weight. I could go down, reclaim it, play a 12-bar benediction in B flat. But tonight my fingers choose the quiet, and I'm fine with that. Bus brakes sigh outside like a tired horn line fading down the block. I forgive you, but I ain't turning back the lock. Bus brakes sigh one final time, and then the street goes still as bone. I forgive you completely, darling. Now leave me alone. Motel key on the windowsill, catching what little light is left. No easy grace, no open arms, just a man who chose his rest. I swept around that jukebox till the last blue record slipped. Yes, I swept around that jukebox, and the floor told what we kept. Tip chairs on the tables, ash cooled in a cup. The room said, boy, you're done now. And my hand said, pick it up. I walked to the green line with my apron in my sack. Yes, I walked to the green line, and I did not once look back. Platform empty, morning pale, my broom straw in my shoe. I had a ticket out of town and a prayer with your name in it too. Bus break sign like a tide horn line. Answer me, baby, I'm gonna answer fine. I forgive your shadow, but it can't come through my door. Bus break sign like a tide horn line. I can love you clean and leave you behind. Radiator row, I won't be warm for you no more. You said, keep my glass there, I might drift in after two. Yes, you said, keep my glass there, but that glass don't wait on you. I washed off your lipstick, said it's shining on the shelf. If mercy means a welcome mat, I'll save some mercy for myself. The old pipes knocked above me like they knew your little lie. Yes, the old pipes knocked above me, and the snare brushed low nearby. Every soft step counted, every loose coin made a sound. Morning held its breath for me while the city turned around. Bus break sign like a tide horn line. Answer me, baby, I'm gonna answer fine. I forgive your shadow, but it can't come through my door. Bus break sign like a tide horn line. I can love you clean and leave you behind. Radiator row, I won't be warm for you no more. Now forgiveness ain't a key, no. It don't fit every lock. Sometimes it's just setting down the bottle you never drank and walking on when the platform clock says walk. Bus break sign like a tide horn line. Answer me, baby, I'm gonna answer fine. I forgive your shadow, but it can't come through my door. Bus break sign like a tide horn line. I can love you clean and leave you behind. Radiator row, I won't be warm for you no more. a snare in my bones. Yes, green line waking, I don't have to go back home. I fold your name gently, leave it where the coal pipes hum. I ain't won nothing, darling, but I know where I'm walking from. You say I ought to wait, Clara, like I've been waiting all night outside that record shop on Maxwell, where the posters curl up tight. Gate pulled down, lights gone sleeping, my old name's still on a sleeve. I played behind everybody's sorrow, now sorrow's playing me. But I ain't begging at your doorway, I ain't knocking twice for love. I got a pawn ticket folded into a matchbook in my glove. You took the brass ring, baby, left me the rusted hook, but I got my dignity folded in that matchbook. You remember that vending machine, Clara? Wouldn't give me back my dime. You laughed and called it honest, said even steel knows when it's time. Now the last train's humming under me, upright bass talking low. Every wheel says let her keep it, every rail says let her go. And I ain't begging at your doorway, I ain't knocking twice for love. I got a pawn ticket folded into a matchbook in my glove. You took the brass ring, baby, left me the rusted hook, but I got my dignity folded in that matchbook. No, don't say you meant to call, don't smooth my lapel like old times. The trio's gone home, chairs upside down, and I can hear my own shoes better than your reasons. I was a side man long enough, Clara. Tonight I carry my own tune. Past Sir Mick, past the dark glass, my reflection rides with me. Not handsome, not forgiving, just a man learning to be free. Your goodbye sits beside me, small as a paper spark, but I don't strike that match, Clara. I let it warm the dark. No, I ain't begging at your doorway, I ain't knocking twice for love. I got a pawn ticket folded into a matchbook in my glove. You took the brass ring, baby, I got my dignity folded in that matchbook. Last stop calls my number. I rise up slow and clean. Clara, you keep the leaving, I'll keep what's left of me. Last glass is washed and the chairs are turned up. I'm sweeping the dust from a chipped coffee cup. The jukebox is quiet, the record has slid. I found the old quarter that you always hid. You left it right here near the edge of the slot, a token of something we both have forgot. I watch the cab stand from the window pane. The drivers are waiting, ignoring the rain. The water runs heavy, the night is too long. I don't want you back, but the anger is gone. Out on the river, the mist is so tight, the thick gray fog is hiding the bridge light. I remember the nights when you'd argue and plead. Now I'm sweeping up dirt that we no longer need. I don't hold the grudge that I carried so high. I don't want to punish, and I don't need to lie, but the door stays locked when the key turns around. There's peace in the silence of this empty town. The yellow cab idles beside the dark wall, but nobody's waiting to answer your call. The water runs heavy, the night is too long. I don't want you back, but the anger is gone. Out on the river, the mist is so tight, the thick gray fog is hiding the bridge light. That worn silver quarter is cold in my hand. Good for one wash at the wash house downland. It won't buy a ticket, it won't buy a song. It just shows the limit of where we belong. I wish you the best on the south side of town, but my latch is set and the shutters are down. The street lights are dim and the highway is clear. I've made my peace with you not being here. The water runs heavy, the night is too long. I don't want you back, but the anger is gone. Out on the river, the mist is so tight. The thick gray fog is hiding the bridge light. The broom meets the corner, the last pile is made. The shadow you left has begun to fade. Just fog on the river, hiding the glow. I let you go, I let you go. Shut the iron gate on Maxwell Street. The dust is settling down. Put the heavy key in the brass lock. Hear that quiet street sound. The house band packed up their cases, walked into the cold, leaving me here with these acetate sleeves, feeling 40 years old. There's an old Polaroid on the shelf, stuck between the blues and the jazz. You look so bright in that flash, better than anyone has. An hour ago you were screaming, throwing keys at the floor. Now the silence is heavy, hanging right by the door. Got a cup of black coffee cooling down right on the counter edge, next to an unsigned note sitting on the ledge. I don't hold no grudge, I don't wish you no pain, but the door is staying locked, babe, even in the freezing rain. Yeah, that coffee's getting cold. I ain't angry at the things you said, Lord, we both know the truth. We spent too many winters trashing our youth. forgive the way you broke that glass against the wall. But don't you come back knocking, don't you make that call. Got a cup of black coffee cooling down
right on the counter edge,
next to an unsigned note
sitting on the ledge.
I don't hold no grudge,
I don't wish you no pain,
but the door is staying locked, babe,
even in the freezing rain.
Yeah, that coffee is getting cold. The Wurlitzer is humming through the old tube amp. Light is casting shadows from the street corner lamp. You wanted a wall, but I'm signing the peace.
Just keep your distance,
let the music release. Just a fading picture on the shelf. No hard feelings tonight, just the choices we made. Let the coffee go cold, let the record spin. It's quiet now. The meter's ticking down past 3 a.m. I'm parked beside the old boarded up tavern. Its painted window finally gone dark. I watch the steam rise from the sewer grate. And think about that room on the 4th floor. I didn't cry when the doctor shook his head. I just walked down to the lobby machine and watched the black liquid drop. Hospital coffee in a styrofoam cup, keeping me moving till the sun comes up. The city's cold breath is starting to wane, and the bus brakes sigh like a tired horn line. I shift into drive, I cross the gray stream, living the routine instead of the dream. The bridge deck hums beneath my tires, a steel grate vibrating in D minor. A passenger in the back is talking about his life, but I'm just watching the red tail lights bleed Hands are locked on this plastic steering wheel, holding on because if I let go, the quiet will take over the cab. Hospital coffee in a styrofoam cup, keeping me moving till the sun comes up. The city's cold breath is starting to whine, and the bus brakes sigh like a tired horn line. I shift into drive, I cross the gray stream, living the routine instead of the dream. Some folks confess their sins to a priest, some scream it out to the open lake. I just keep the yellow cab rolling, letting the engine do the shaking for me. But there's a light breaking over the warehouses now, a pale yellow mercy on the brick. It's late, so late, but the dawn is clean. The radio static is peaceful now. Just me, the river, and the cup in the holder. Mercy's coming slow, but it's coming. The stage is dark now. The hum of the tube amp slowly dies down. I fold my pocket square, listen to the quietest part of this town. My collar is damp, the silence is heavy as lead on the floor. You left your keys on the amp, but I ain't looking for them anymore. And that yellow taxi meter light is blinking like a warning on the street, telling me the price of the ride is something I just can't meet. But I'm paying my own way tonight. Yes, I am. No change in my pocket, just the quiet of a closing time, man. I saw you by the exit sign, trying to align your timeline with mine, but the design was all wrong. You wanted a fast-forward reel, but I only know how to sing a slow dragging song. Now the ice is melting in the sink, and I don't even want to think about who you're calling from the lobby. I'm just wrapping my microphone cord, letting go of the things I can't afford. And that yellow taxi meter light is blinking like a warning on the street, telling me the price of the ride is something I just can't meet. But I'm paying my own way tonight. Yes, I am. No change in my pocket, just the quiet of a closing time, man. The basement stairs are steep, and the secrets we keep are starting to sleep under the dust. I could reach for the payphone receiver, play the believer, but I lost that kind of trust. It's better to walk out clean, leave the stage empty, leave the velvet screen. And that yellow taxi meter light is blinking like a warning on the street, telling me the price of the ride is something I just can't meet. But I'm paying my own way tonight. Yes, I am. No change in my pocket, just the quiet of a closing time, man. I'm locking the heavy door behind me. No anger in my chest, no tears to blind me, just the cold wind off the lake and the steps I choose to take. Let the receiver hang, let it ring. I've sung my last song tonight. Let the street light fade.